What's going on, guys, and welcome back to my channel where I do reviews and tutorials. And in today's video I'm going to be doing another tutorial on how to install this remote start system on this 2022 Toyota RAV4 Hybrid. And I love these MPC remote start systems because they're so inexpensive. I got this remote start system for under $200. So I'm going to open this box up, show you what's inside, take you through the installation process, and show you how this thing works. All right, let's get to the video. All right, this is the box it comes in. Inside you'll find a little thank you card. Also, they try to upsell you in the smartphone module. It lets you start your car from anywhere in the world and unlock it. I actually did an install on one of the cars. Pretty cool. I'll leave a link in the description below, or is it gonna pop up right over here. Inside you'll find two harnesses. First harness is for OBD2 plug. So they'll plug into your OBD and this will plug into the other harness. This will be your second harness, a little more plugs. This will splice into your ECU, and the rest of these plugs will go into this little module. This module is pre-flashed, no need to do any work. It's pretty simple. Here are some tools you'll need for this install. Pliers, maybe some cutters to cut your zip ties, Phillips screwdriver, flat, some plastic trim removing tools so you don't damage any trims, electrical tape, and double sticky mounting tape. Also, make sure you get a nice headlamp, because you're going to be working in the space, it's kind of dark. And I got this headlamp on Amazon for like $13, super nice, rechargeable, super light LED, it doesn't get in your way, so I'm going to leave a link in the description below. And to get this job done, you'll have to remove this steering column plastic piece, this side panel, and this knee panel. And then you'll have full access to all the wiring. To take the steering column off, you'll unscrew this screw on the bottom, then you'll find one screw on this side, rotate the steering wheel, and you'll find the other screw on the other side. Slide the steering wheel all the way out and up. Now take the trim removing tool and gently work your way underneath here and separate it. And out. Get your tool up in there, work it loose. Now slide it out, bam. Is to take this piece of plastic off. Fairly easy, just like so. Then take this plastic piece off, and there's a little retainer here. Bam, just pop it off. Reason we needed to remove all of this, which is not a lot of work, is to get access to this 10mm bolt. Then we'll undo this Phillips screw. I take all the screws out with the drill, but I put them all back in by hand so I don't crack any plastics. Just pull on this. It's just held in by plastic retainers, that's it. Then you'll need to pull this piece out and just give it a nice little tug, and it should come right out. You could leave this panel hanging like this because you have access to all the wiring, but it's going to make your job more challenging and you're going to be messing plastics up. So I'm going to disconnect all these plugs and just remove this panel completely. So I have just disconnected all the plugs. I have completely removed this piece of plastic. Then I'm going to remove this airbag cover. This is not the airbag itself, it's just the cover for it. All right, now that we removed all the plastics, we have a full open access to all the wiring we need. Here's some connections you'll need to make. You'll take this OBD-T harness and plug it into the car's OBD. Now towards the back, you see this plug here, and this middle plug here, and the top one. So you're not gonna touch the top one, you'll just unplug the middle one and the bottom one. And in place of those two plugs, you'll plug this T-harness in middle and the bottom, and you'll splice the car's wiring into there. I pressed on the tab with a screwdriver and pulled it out. Now the bottom one, bam. I got both plugs out. Now I'm gonna take MPC harness and plug it into the car's harness, and I like to plug them in here first. Now I'll take the other harness, and all these plugs are different. You can't mix them up really if you pulled out the wrong one. That MPC harness has these two little plugs. One will say EVO All, the other one will say Trunk, and you have to plug them together. So I'm gonna plug the bottom one first. Got it in. Now I'll plug the top one. Bang, plugged it in. Now we'll take car's OBD2 plug and plug it into MPC's harness. Make sure it clicks in, and this here will go in place of car's OBD, so you can still plug in the computer and read the codes. Now coming off the OBD, you have this plug with two wires, and this will go into this harness. So this will just plug right in, and that's it. This will be left out I connected the main T-harness to the car's ECU. I did connect the EBD T-harness. But because this RAV4 is hybrid, we need to make one manual wired connection. We need to take this purple wire and connect it to the blue wire on this connector. Basically, this will send a signal to the gas engine to start when you push a remote start. If you don't make this connection, you're only gonna start electrical engine and your car is actually not gonna work properly. The heat or AC is not gonna be working, so this connection must be made. Gotta pull this plug out. Bam, kind of pain in the butt to get to. Now that we got this plug out, we're gonna take this blue wire and connect this purple yellow wire right to that blue wire. So we now need to strip part of this wire naked, and this is where patience and skill come in handy. I take a razor blade and slowly start kind of going at it. Be patient, you don't want to damage anything. I just finished stripping back the jacket of this wire, and we're ready to make this connection. Then take something sharp like this and separate the wire like so to make a nice little hole in it or opening. Now take this purple yellow wire and strip it back about an inch. Separate this wire like so, twist it. Now we have purple yellow wire separated. We're gonna insert it into here, and we're gonna take this side and start wrapping it around the wire this direction, and then we'll take the other one and wrap it the other direction. This will give us a nice mechanical connection. This will not require any soldering, and this will be solid stuff. Bam, it's nice and wrapped, pretty solid, no slack. Now I'm just gonna throw electrical tape over the top of it, call it good. Like I said, this will take some patience. Can't hurry when you're doing this. All right, we have made our connection now. We can plug it back in. Bam. I have just finished connecting all the wires. ECU T-harness, OBD T-harness. I did make the hardwired connection to the starter blue wire. We are ready to start connecting and programming our module. Let's hold the programming button down, and we're gonna insert this 4-pin connector. It should start cycling through different LED lights, and we're gonna release this programming button when it's solid blue. And now we're gonna insert remaining connectors. This big white one, then red connector, and small white connector. Now we're gonna turn on our ignition by pressing the start button twice. Ignition is on, and we're gonna press this button once, and the blue light should turn off, and then it should flash rapidly. We gotta wait for that. Okay, after waiting for about a few seconds, blue light is flashing rapidly. This means this unit is programmed. Let's turn off our ignition. I have just turned off the ignition, but you see red and yellow lights are flashing back and forth. It means we need to go through a decryption process. We need to put the code of this key into this module. This way, when you remotely start your car thinks that the key is inside the car, and it's actually gonna start. All right, let's go through a decryption process. It should be fairly simple. All right, let's disconnect all these connectors first. White one, now this black one, and we'll take it to the computer. So to go through a decryption process, you'll need this little flash link updater cable. You can buy it from MPC for like 35 bucks. They can also provide you with a little software and a login credentials. So you'll plug this into your USB port. It will recognize it, you'll see the green light. Then you'll take your module, plug this side into the module. It should recognize the module. Now we'll head to decryptor, transfer key data. We'll go send data, sending data. The immobilizer data is now being analyzed by decryptor servers. You're just gonna have to wait a little bit. So what it's doing right now is writing car's key code onto this module. So it's updating the unit with that code. Hang on tight. Decryptor has finished processing the data. The module has been updated and ready for use. Disconnect it. And now we can plug this module back into the car. Let's do this. You're not going to be holding down the programming button, and you're just going to insert this 4-pin connector first. And now the rest of the connectors. Small white one again, and of course the red one. After you do this, remote start system should be working just fine. Let's test it. All right, all the doors should be shut, and let's press the lock button 3 times. 1, 2, 3. Okay, its car is blinking. It is started, it is hybrid, so electric motor will kick in as needed because we connected that starter wire. Okay, car is now started, but gas engine is not working because it's not needed, and it's gonna kick in as needed. Car was started and running off the battery, but when battery was getting low, gas engine kicked in. So everything is working perfectly fine. All right, we have tested the remote start. Everything is working. It's time to do all the wire management, put all the panels back on, and we're good to go. All right, let's do it. I'll quickly show you how I did my wire management. First thing, I put my Fortin module all the way back here. I put in double sticky tape. I also put a zip tie around it so it never works its way loose. Bundled up all the harnesses and zip tied it to the existing car's harness. I made sure everything is out of the way of the steering wheel so no wires get pinched. So find kind of a nice safe spot for the T-harness so nothing gets pinched or cut by the steering wheel column. Let's put this panel back on. Start button panel. Getting all the screws back in. Now the steering wheel plastic cover. Go nice and easy. Bam. Now this piece here. Bam. This piece here. Done deal. And the very last one goes here on the side. Wipe everything down. All right guys, everything is assembled and ready to go. Let me show you one more thing about this remote start system. All right, let's say you've started your car remotely from your house. Car is warmed up. You come outside, ready to go to work. Car is running, but as soon as you're gonna open the door, car is gonna shut off. And it's a Toyota safety thing. As soon as you're gonna open the car is gonna shut down. You're gonna have to get in and restart the car yourself, which is not a big deal. You can't bypass that with any systems. I just wanna make sure you guys understand that. Also, if you have remotely started your car from your house and it's running, but you have decided that you're not gonna go anywhere, you can also shut off the car by pressing the lock button 3 times, and the car will shut off automatically as well. 1, 2, 3. Guys, this here concludes my video about this remote start system for this 2022 RAV4 Hybrid. And I'll leave links in the description below to all the tools and products I'm using in this video so you don't have to waste your time searching the World Wide Web looking for these awesome products. I hope this video was of help if you're looking for a remote start system for your car. If you did find this video helpful, subscribe to my channel, share this video, comment, like. I really appreciate all the support because it helps my channel grow and I'm going to be producing more content like this. And if you have any ideas what I can review or do tutorial on, comment and I'll do my best to actually do those reviews and tutorials. I really appreciate all your support, guys. May God bless you, and until next time. 1, 2, 3. Come on, baby. Come on, baby. Come on, baby. Whew! Freaking love these remote start systems, guys.